The ARK roadmap has finally been revealed, and with other numerous ARK Survival Ascended reveals, we've got a lot to talk about, so let's get straight into it. Wildcard just finished up with their 8th annual Extra Life charity fundraiser, and with everyone's combined efforts, raising a massive $118,138 in just 24 hours of the stream. And during this 24-hour live stream, we've received lots of tasty ARK Survival Ascended reveals that we have to look forward to in the next couple of years. Firstly, let's mention the most recent news. Of course, Turkey Trial is set to return this Friday. Mainly it's going to be a trial run for events. It'll all be the usual shenanigans, including all the standard skins, cosmetics and emotes, with a bunch of added new additions, which is always exciting. What I will say is there's no mention of Super Turkeys and the Dodorex. There is a Super Turkey in the screenshot, so I'd expect to see Super Turkeys running wild, and for the Hunt of Wishbones to begin for a chance at summoning the Dodorex. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. And while on the subject of skins, a whopping new skin has been revealed for the Winter Wonderland event, which will be happening later in December. This is the Krampus skin, which they did mention will be unlocked the same way that you unlock most of the skins during the event. Most likely hunting down coal and mistletoe and crafting it in your cooking pot. And along with these events, we should be seeing the return of chibis. So now's the time to get involved. And Winter Wonderland is my favourite event of the year, so I'm super hyped for this one. Raptor Claws, come at me! And that isn't just the only good news that's happening this month. Cryopods are set to make their return within the next 2 weeks, promised by Jeremy from Wildcard during the Extra Life charity stream.
Cryos, I know it's important. It's coming out in December. It's going to happen. Not Extinction, not January, December. I know you can't wait for it. We're going to get it done. So hang in there. Few weeks, you'll get your cryos.
He also had some words to say about the servers.
The servers are ass. They run like ass, and their stability is ass. Servers need to be improved, and they will be. Technicians and engineers on doing some deployments that are going to improve both stability and performance. You'll see it start to be quite a bit better.
And it's great that they're fully acknowledging the issues with the servers and are trying to figure out ways to improve them. So hopefully with the addition of cryopods, server performance will improve massively. And to wrap up the December news, Survival of the Fittest, which is set to make its return on December the 20th for PC, Xbox and PlayStation. This is the first time it will be cross-platform, which is exciting stuff. During the Extra Life live stream, we got to see Craig Brown having a good razz and showcasing the new version in all its Discord streaming laggy glory. It looks very similar to the ASE version, noticeably giving the Quetzal party bus a renovation and removing the Sonoma crops, replacing it with a Dimorphodon to guide you to land. The UI looks pretty much identical, with I'm guessing DLC items like the net gun being non-existent, which I'm going to say is a good thing, because I hate OP items, so that'll be a nice change, and I believe this could be massive for ARK and bring a new audience to the game, if they do it right. Beginning with removing INI commands, which I honestly can't believe you can do on official servers. These commands should only be a thing in single player, or we're having the option to do so on an unofficial server, so I hope they sort all that out. It'll make the game better for everyone. Moving on, we're now getting into the nitty gritty stuff, and here it is, the ASA content roadmap. And here are the scheduled map release dates for the next 2 years. Of course, we've already gone over the Survival of the Fittest, releasing on the 20th of December. ARK Animated Series will be early 2024, Scorched Earth March 2024, The Center May 2024, Aberration July 2024, Ragnarok September 2024, Extinction October 2024. And then we have an ARK Survival Ascended surprise. Oh, I do like a good surprise. Who knows what this could be? I'd love to see another map, but I don't think that's going to happen. Next up we have Valguero December 2024. Moving into 2025, in February we have Genesis Part 1. April 2025 will be Crystal Isles. May 2025 will be Genesis Part 2. Lost Island will be coming in August 2025, and then finally Fjordo will be coming in October 2025. Looking at this roadmap, it does seem pretty optimistic. I'd love to see all these release on time, but I really don't think it's going to happen. Right now, the main focus will be Scorched Earth and releasing that on time in March 2024, which is already delayed, by the way. It was meant to come out upon release, so that is a big gap from the release date, so I'm expecting great things from Scorched Earth. And from what we heard from Jeremy and Jesse, great things it will be.
Release date, March 2024. The team is very much on it, but we want to make sure we hit the same visual level of quality with the remake of it that we did on the island, really revisualizing what the map is about and adding some new stuff to it as well, including some new caves with some new secrets that have some new story elements and have some new gameplay associated with them.
Yeah, taking that opportunity also to tie Scorch a little bit more into the game's lore. It was always kind of, a little bit removed from the beginning, but now with this remaster, and we now have that Ascension in there finally, at least, that we added in Survival Evolved. But as Jeremy mentioned, adding a little bit more caves and some more lore stuff to Scorched, it'll give a nice sort of lore boost to the map that wasn't there before.
Honestly, I love Scorched Earth. It's actually one of my favourite maps, and I never know why, but it just is. To hear that they'll be adding more caves usually means there's more artifacts to retrieve, maybe even more bosses. I believe there's going to be a lot to look forward to in this remaster. Speaking of which, they will also be adding optional paid DLC packs, which they're calling Adventure Packs. This one being the Scorched Earth version, which is known as the Frontier Pack. And once again, Jesse and Jeremy give us a perfect insight of what to expect in these packs.
Optional packs will add a bunch of additional content into the game that are not essential, but kind of enhance the experience, add a bit more gameplay variety in certain ways that the original did not have. And the first one is going to be called the Frontier Adventure Pack. That'll come out alongside Scorched. And so here's some of the things that will be in the Frontier Adventure Pack. Adding trains, locomotives, train tracks, and so forth, and they're fully customizable. You can basically build on them and structuralize them as you wish. Shovels to bury and uncover treasure, dynamite, bar games, frontier structure, tile set, skin. This is actually a new system to skin existing structures to change how they look for different themes. Wagons, a bunch of new character cosmetics, a new to-be-revealed creature that will be associated specifically with this new adventure pack.
Oh, just hearing about all these new features get me super hyped. I actually cannot wait. And I think it's great that they finally added stuff like this to the game, because all the other games do it in the world. It will help them in the long run, as in theory, the more money they receive, the better our game will become. So they're meant to be adding DLC expansion packs like this for each and every map that they're releasing. They also made mention of adding another creature within this adventure pack, which is super exciting. As most of you probably know by now, we're already getting a brand new creature added with every single map release, which leads us on perfectly to the creature that is coming with the Scorched Earth DLC, the Phasalasuchus. And Jesse and Jeremy had some cool things to say about this guy.
You guys have heard a little bit about some of these abilities. Jeremy will talk about them more in detail, but just in general, we wanted a creature for Scorched Earth that really kind of lived in the environment. You know, this creature having this ability to swim through the dunes, being sort of like a sand shark, not just for Scorched. You know, you can use these abilities on other maps where appropriate and whatnot, but for Scorched Earth, you can see we're really taken to the environment where this creature lives, and including stuff like the taming and how the taming works. You know, it's not just a passive tame or just a beat down tame. You steer him around into rocks and obstacles and stuff to try to torpor him, really kind of wrangle these creatures. But once you get them, you really are sort of got a new unique type of tame that we haven't really had in the game before.
Yeah, to be clear, it's not going to be underground typically when you're just encountering it in the wild, so it'll add a little bit of more life to the boring dunes surrounding the map, since obviously and it's got some pretty unique abilities. It can basically, when you're riding it, it can go underground. That enables faster traversal, but it can also be used for a maelstrom attack, which essentially lets you create kind of a DOT magnetized area where the longer you keep things in that DOT, the more damage they take.
That's so cool.
It goes faster and faster, basically like a sand whirlpool. It makes a ton of physical sense, no doubt. It also can like shoot debris with a tail whip that hits things in kind of a conical AoE, and it also has a kind of a return spike damage that corrodes armor. So it's pretty mean.
So there is a lot to look forward to when Scorched Earth releases. So let's take a cheeky peek at what creatures are releasing alongside the other map installments. The Shastasaurus coming with the center map, the Yai Ling coming with the Aberration map, Gigantoraptor releasing with the Ragnarok map, and finally the Dreadnoughtus releasing with the Extinction map. This is as far as the creature votes have gone, but we should expect to see more creature votes for the following map installments. So I must say the future of ARK Survival Ascended is looking rather bright, and I cannot wait for each and every new feature coming to the game. There was no mention whatsoever about ARK 2 during the charity live stream, so we have no idea what's going on with that, but honestly, if they're putting this many resources into ARK Survival Ascended, it's not going to happen for a very long time, if it is still going to happen. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope it was helpful to you all. I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.